Introduce the Preservation Mystery Lady and her passion for history and preservation. She stumbles upon an article about Dr. Randolph Henry Rolfs III, a local doctor who disappeared during a trip to Monterey, California. Intrigued by the mystery, she begins to investigate Chapter 2, Dr. Rolfs's research. The Preservation Mystery Lady discovers that Dr. Rolfs was not just a general practitioner, but also a researcher who made groundbreaking discoveries in the field of arterial plaque buildup. She becomes fascinated by his work and begins to delve deeper. Chapter 3, the Asilomar Conference. The Preservation Mystery Lady learns that Dr. Rolfs was scheduled to present his research at a conference at Asilomar Resort in Monterey. She travels to Asilomar and scours old records and newspapers for any clues about his disappearance. Chapter 4, the corporation's involvement. The Preservation Mystery. Lady discovers that Dr. Rolf's presentation caught the attention of a large corporation with ties to the pharmaceutical industry. The corporation was worried that his findings could negatively impact their sales of heart disease medications, so they began a campaign to suppress his research. Chapter 5, the cover-up. The Preservation Mystery Lady uncovers evidence of the corporation's involvement in suppressing Dr. Rolfs's research. She discovers that they used their connections to discredit him and prevent him from presenting his findings at the conference. Chapter 6, exposing the truth. The Preservation Mystery Lady becomes determined to expose the corporation's wrongdoing. She continues her research and investigation, never giving up on her quest for the truth. Chapter 7, the legacy. The Preservation Mystery. Lady's findings are published in a local newspaper, and the corporation is forced to acknowledge their wrongdoing. Dr. Rolfs's research is finally made public, and it leads to the development of new treatments and therapies for heart disease. The Preservation Mystery Lady becomes a symbol of justice and perseverance in her community, and her legacy lives on long after she passes away. This is just one possible outline, and the actual structure of the book may vary depending on the author's preferences and the specific details of the story. Can you now create a variation of the outline for another book variation? Sure, here's a possible outline for another book variation. Chapter 1, the Preservation Mystery Lady. Introduce the Preservation Mystery Lady and